her shoot 3-4 shots yesterday at practice that never touched the rim. I mean, just right through the nets.
Four-time Kentucky Gatorade Player of the Year. Nearly another turnover, but it will stay with the world with 16 on the shot clock. And this is a perfect start defensively to the half.
For McKeer at the rim.
Risa Shea, leave it. World looking for Bukosa to get going. That was a tough one, follows her own miss. Bounce it, McKeer gets it to go.
Yeah, very quiet first half for Bukosa, as you mentioned her. A little younger than everyone else, 16 years old, is the class of 2026, one of 2 players that have played in more than one Nike Hoop Summit game. So she's got a little experience in this event, but not as much experience overall.
Betts surrounded, just get out of it. Skinner trying to find some opening. It's Davidson looking to fire. A little bit short, and the rebound does go to Bukosa. I think about that. She's going to have a chance to play in this event 3 times.
That's just crazy.
An absolute monster at Christ the King High School in New York. A top 5-star recruit in the class of 2026. Off the miss, get it up ahead. Skinner behind the defense.
Skinner running the floor is as short as Noah what? You fill in the blank.
As me, I don't know.
Big on air?
Yeah, pretty much. Wearing a headset, forgetting song lyrics. I don't know.
All of the above. Oh.
Take another look at this. 15 of 15 at the line after the foul. Not even 2 minutes in. There's no broadcaster jinx at the Nike Hoop Summit, right?
No, of course not.
Okay. I'm just going to make sure. At this point now, I can blame you if something happens on this one.
Of course, that's what you do. You blame me.
Yeah, but no, it didn't even need to do it.
I'm used to it.
Sumfei just knocks down 2 calmly, keeps this at a 4-point game. Davidson, spray it to the outside. Skinner weaving her way through the defense. Gets out to Chavez, 10 to shoot. Chavez fires and hits.
Boy. I'll tell you what Chavez does so well is she keeps all options open for her when she has the ball. She's driving, she's looking to pass, but then just ends up putting up the shot. And it's tough to guard all aspects of that at one time.
On their heels at all times. Johnson gets aggressive through the contact, and she'll get a pair.
So Johnson getting the start and very productive here in the...
Johnson getting the start in her place in the second half. Chavez, Davidson, Skinner, and Betts. And Sumfei just picked up her 3rd personal. 7:35 to play in the 3rd, something to monitor. You look at this recruiting class, as mentioned, the top recruiting class in the country, Tennessee #2, Stanford #3.
And they are joining Flau'jae Johnson, who decided to stay in school and not go to the WNBA draft. Michaela Williams, I mean, there's already a lot of talent for the Tigers.
Takeaway. Get it inside. Betts just couldn't finish it. Seymour looking to settle down after another choppy start to this second half, similar to the first.
Bukosa handling the pressure in the open court.
That's 6'4" through an obstacle course. And then throws it away, looking for Risa Shea. Chavez on the takeaway. Chavez, head up, hook it, Betts. Surrounded, outside, extra, Davidson for 3.
The extra pass at the 5. I thought the United States started off this 3rd quarter a little bit too unselfish, meaning they've given up a couple of open shots to get their teammates involved, but you love to see the work ethic and the teammates connected.
8-0 run to get this back to a dozen. On the fake, Shales pulls. Rebound poked into the hands of Skinner. Chance to take the largest lead for the United States here. Johnson fires. Goes right into the capable arms of Bukosa. Cross court. Sumfei going to work with the size advantage. Oh, how did it get there from McKeer, who does make the defense pay?
What a pass.
That was like a magic trick.
Sumfei just moves with a lot of power off of the bounce.
Chavez dancing on the outside. She'll pull again. Always dangerous, doesn't matter where it goes on the court. If Chavez is putting it up, you just expect it to fall. Risa Shea spins, drives, stops, and travels.
mean,
initially looked like it was going to be a timeout, but they're going to make the teams head back to the court as the World is going to make some changes. Bella Hines and Isla McDowell are going to check in. Somfay stays out there with Shales. And now a timeout's going to be called. Sassi also ready to check in. Well, we'll get all those changes when we come back here to Portland.
The Olympics when I was at my grandma's house in the summertime. You know, it was the only thing to watch on television. It was a huge inspiration, and to be able not only to win a gold medal, be inducted to the Hall of Fame, I mean, it's a great honor.
We're watching this game right here. You've got the World, you've got the young women with USA across their chests. What kind of weight does that carry, wearing USA across the chest to play for your country?
Well, it makes it real. You know, it's nothing like seeing a country's passion when sports have improved their game tremendously, and it's so good to watch, seeing so many names that we can follow in the long run. But you know, it's always cool to represent your country. It means everything, and you want to do your best.
Chris, you mentioned these young women out here playing. You were at a bowling event with them last night, and they wanted to make sure that you were here come tip-off time. They were ribbing you a little bit.
Yeah, they were on me, so I appreciate them for that. A couple of them remember me from a Jesse episode when they were youngsters.
Oh, that's how it is now. Oh, no.
Small, so I'm like, all right, I'm that old now. They asked me immediately after, like, okay, what are you doing here? I'm since 2002, you know, do the math. But, you know, not only to win a gold medal, to go into the Hall of Fame again with the Redeem team, but to be a part of USA basketball, going to Colorado Springs back then, being able to make the team, and then at the same time being able to represent our country in Venezuela at the the junior national team back in 2002. Me, Carmelo Anthony, Andre Iguodala, Darren Williams, whom two of them I won gold medals with. Andre Iguodala won a gold medal. So you always see how the system goes, and you know, I just appreciate Team USA and USA Basketball for what they do with the youngsters.
We appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of the game, my friend.
I appreciate you.
We also appreciate Chris's acting ability, apparently, from his cameo on Jesse. I didn't realize that was such a big hit.
Exactly. Maybe couldn't even name a team he played on.
Oh, that would be an elite edition of who he played for.
Oh, man.
Betts, the footwork, couldn't finish, got her own miss in traffic, no dice. And the rebound claim. So the World, again, finding themselves in a tough position towards the end of a quarter. Under 4 to play in this third. And Shales is going to back it up and run some offense. Sissi was one of the stars of that first half. And Shales just a little bit too strong on the J. Chavez weaving her way through. Finds the open shooter, and Crump finishes the play.
That three-pointer, I mean, that almost touched the roof of this thing. Just great arc on the shot. Just a beautiful stroke in terms of all the mechanics.
Talk about water. She's making it rain right now. Shales to the outside. Hines, 8 to shoot. Working on Chavez. Hines right to work, but can't finish. Rebound up for grabs. World's got it, and McDowell is hit. We'll get 2.
Hines is really shifty off of the bounce. I liked her early minutes.
The World is now 18 for 18 at the free throw line. The only thing that's keeping them afloat right now, given the way the U.S. has shot the 3 ball. They're 9 of 19 from 3, and the World's just 3 of 13.
Yeah, that's the difference in this game so far.
Team World down by 10, just under 3 to play. And look who's in the building. The aforementioned Carmelo Anthony, whose son Kyan will be playing in the men's game later tonight on this very floor, a floor that he used to call home towards the end of his career. Down the middle, knock away. The World's got numbers if they hurry.
It's great to see the next generation of hoopers and their sons. Okay, now that was a move.
That was a Euro step, stop on a dime, and Yetz just made it look easy.
I told you, Yetz has amazing upside, but she's already so talented, it's scary.
Swain comes up a little bit short to stay with the United States.
It's the footwork and the body control with the size at 6'2". It's all the above. I mean,
watch that and they go, well, that looks simple. And because you see that WNBA, NBA, college, and now even high school level. to go full speed and to put that much force to still be able to change direction the way she did, is that's going to be an offensive foul. Nice job by Hines to put the body in the right position. That is as difficult to move, and we're seeing it more and more, but just give us some perspective on how hard that is to actually complete.
Well, and when you look at her, you don't see that level of mobility.
Sure.
It kind of fools you a little bit, plays straight up a little, and then has a lot of size to carry in terms of her strength and wingspan to complete that move.
So Yetch will bring it across, leave it for Popovich, approaching 2 minutes to play. Team World looks like they're trying to make another run the way they did at the end of the second. Popovich thought about it, and now the open look falls a little bit short from Bukosa. We got a jump ball going the other way to the U.S. Bukosa staying out there, extended run so far in this third quarter. McDowell on the court, Yetch, Hines, and Popovich round out the five. Swain at the controls, along with Johnson, Crump, Eschmeyer, and Skinner, who's got it at the top. Another zone opportunity defensively for the World with 5 on the shot clock. And a knockaway out of bounds. Good hands by McDowell.
You got to think World is trying to just keep them off balance, because why else would you play zone when the three-point ball has been falling?
Well, that also looks like a 3-2 more than a 2-3.
Yeah.
They're trying to encourage them getting inside, as they will force the shot clock violation. So gets the job done, gets them possession with just under 90 seconds remaining in the third. Now, you don't see a 3-2 very often.
No.
A bit of a matchup on the flares.
Yeah, that's another aspect of international basketball that brings something different to an event like this.
Nothing but nylon from McDowell, and it's a 5-point game.
Now that may be the three-point shooter you need to ride, because as many shots as I've watched McDowell put up over the last few weeks, she can really get it cooking from long range. And how about the hustle?
She's down, feeling the effects of that hit. Slow to get up, finally get to her feet. 5-on-4, it's going to be an open look. Johnson can't make the defense pay. Weak side rebound. Eschmeyer is going to get 2 free throws.
That's what Sylvia Fowles wanted to see on the glass from Team USA, as they have been rebounding the ball better as this game has gone on.
The pride that comes with playing for your country, representing your country, we're seeing high-level effort from both sides. And McDowell has played an excellent game so far, and we'll see how she manages the paint.
Yeah, we talked about it at the top of the show. I mean, this is not, it is an all-star game in the sense that the best of the best are here, but when you're wearing your country across your chest, it means something different. And the level of intensity of this game has been indicative of that mindset.
Hines brings it across. Yetch on the attack and finish. She is doing it all right now for the World.
She's shifty, Noah. She's shifty. I just love the attack mode here on the closeout. Finds a little bit of a seam. A couple of games, you know, celebrate the men's national championship. See Yitch get busy. A little bit of everything.
I mean, Kelly Rae Finley's got to be watching this game and jumping for joy right now.
No doubt.
The way that Yetch has played and the use of the body has been maybe the most impressive part of all of it.
Yeah, inviting the physicality.
Skinner thought about it. Now leave it for Chavez on a reload. 2 for 1 not available now. Davidson back to Chavez. Get it inside. Great passing by the U.S. and then blocked. Risa Shea got a piece from behind.
And you're right. They're gambling on allowing the United States to get that ball on the backside, and their recovery was there.
Knocked out of bounds. 4 left to shoot. Skinner will inbound. 26.3 points, 10.2 rebounds, 5 assists per game in her senior season. Get it in. Davidson, awkward, nearly went down. Shot clock turned off. We'll see if the World slows it down. They didn't do a great job of that towards the end of the first half. Another opportunity to fix that error. Popovich with 7. Gets all the way downhill, but a little too strong. Alexander is going to have to hoist. Gets it up ahead of the horn. Over the backboard, that well on both sides of the floor. Bounce it for the backdoor cut of Hines. Yetch on the reload, now has it. Screen comes from Sissy. 6 to shoot. Yetch right at Betts. That was creative, but she couldn't finish. Sissy couldn't claim it. Risa Shea does. And a second chance for the world. Hines will line it up. Off the heel, long rebound, third opportunity. Risa Shea reload Hines, 10 to shoot. Off the screen. Hines puts the head down. Hines hangs too strong and knocked out of bounds. It is going to stay here.
And in this fourth quarter, one of the things I'm keeping my eyes on is exactly what Sylvia Fowles talked about, rebounding. At the end of that third quarter, the world just +1 on the glass, but it's the energy that they are getting from going to the glass that has really been shifting the momentum in this game.
Yetch does draw iron, but Chavez comes away with a defensive rebound. Remember last year's game, USA outscored the world 20-7 in the fourth quarter, and that's going to be a turnover as Davidson stepped on the end line. So the world led by 17 last year, led for the majority of the game, including going up 55-41 at the half, but the U.S. with a strong showing down the stretch forced a number of turnovers and found their way through. It's been the polar opposite in this one, where the U.S. has had a double-digit lead on a couple of occasions in the second and third quarters, and the world has hung around.
Betts with good hands on that steal.
Chavez right back to Betts in traffic. Couldn't bank it home. And a long rebound to Hines. Skinner tried to get to it. Nice job to get away from the pressure. Popovich, coast to coast. Nobody picked up the basketball.
Straight line drive to the rim. And we saw some of that early in the game as the United States is trying to get in their pressure defense. And the world has been able to find easy ones on the backside of it.
And Betts is bumped as Sissi is going to pick up the foul.
I mean, it sounds like the offensive game to the charity stripe and knock them down. They're like, hey, we're going to force the officials to make a call. And especially with the way they're shooting from three, it's actually smart.
Just 4 of 17 from three. The U.S. is 9 of 22, but 10 more free throws made for the world. Oh, the backdoor cut. Davidson just couldn't spin it in. Sissi leave it. And a reload now for Shales. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. A chance for the world to pull in front with a bucket, and it's Popovich right to the basket. Their first leads into his 24-22 in the final minute of the first. A lot of credit to Carly Clark and her staff for keeping her team engaged after falling down double digits. Open look, Skinner knocks it through.
Boy, what a pass. No one even close to home on Skinner to contest.
Popovich, back-to-back buckets, looking for a third, finds it, rattles home to Jay.
Okay, Popovich heating up.
Talk about professional players. We talked about the WNBL, but playing with ZKK Mega Basket, a big deal. You're playing against professionals every single day as Betts just sneaks her way inside.
Just takes her time, reads the defense, goes right to the middle over the top.
Popovich back the other way. Sissi will try. Johnson corrals the board, get it up ahead for the streaking Betts, but she couldn't catch it cleanly. Then a foul's going to be called as Betts spills into the crowd.
Jovana Popovich has been able to find a lane and a seam.
Cross it, Knox is back in, trying to feed the post with Betts, and ripped away. Yetch is just doing everything she can. Get it up ahead. Popovich behind the D, and she's fouled.
I mean, Popovich is the smallest player on the floor.
Yetch, Shales, and McKeer for Carly Clark's team. The United States has Davidson, Knox, Betts, Chavez, and Skinner. Although they'll make a change here, and that's the first miss at the free throw line for the world after 20 consecutive makes to start the game. One more incoming as Haley Swain is set to check in. But Popovich quietly, after the slow start, comes alive and is in double figures. But goes 0 for 2, empty-handed trip. Chavez directing traffic. He's been a great floor general all day for the United States. Leaves it for Davidson here. Off the screen. Hook it. Betts. Davidson. Backdoor for 2.
Really nice cut by Jazzy Davidson. Finds some room right into the mid-range area. Gets the floater to go.
Shales is bumped on the ground by Davidson.
Jazzy Davidson never stops moving paint with a nice floater finish.
Sienna Betts, the numbers in terms of her high school averages this past year, 23 points and 16.5 rebounds are obviously going to pop off the page, but 5 assists per game as well. She can pass the ball out of the post at a very high level. We saw that with Lauren Betts as well this year at UCLA. Just to think of them two playing as a tandem down low next year, I know that Bruins fans have to be salivating at what that could look like on the court.
Yeah, the passing ability of Sienna Betts is what most people mention first because it makes her so unique in how she approaches the game and can get her teammates involved.
Seen that from Chavez as well, looking to extend this past a 2-possession game. And a foul on the front. Betts was trying to haul it in. And
Her ability to find the basketball, a knack for it coming off of the glass, and also the level of mobility it takes to get to rebounds out of position. I mean, that is quite a number.
Makir thought she was hit. The entire world bench on their feet. Chavez leaking out. Davidson running with her, and Davidson has another bucket. 6 straight points from Team USA to go back up by 6. Approaching the midway point of this 4th quarter. The world looking for their first victory in the Women's Nike Hoop Summit. Pick and pop, Vukosa in the game. We've seen her willingness to put it on the deck and had that deflected. Betts stayed with her. Get it up ahead for Chavez. Knocked away by Popovich.
Lagat Makir here is looking for a foul. Yeah, I didn't see anything. I saw a hand clap and then going the other way from the defense to Jazzy Davidson. Nice dish by Chavez.
Chavez now with 5 assists in 24 minutes of action. Only 4 for 10 from the floor. Davidson now 6 of 15. She's got 5 boards and 5 assists herself. Looking for more, can't find it there. And good to see Isla McDowell back on the floor after taking that hard fall. And she grabs the rebound. Now Shales in transition, the cross, the drive, could not finish it. Davidson will slow it down. Shovel, Betts in transition.
Well, you could see the world was fatigued because no one went to the offensive glass on that shot, and then getting back, Betts in the United States just run back and get an easy one in transition.
Does the world have one more run after the U.S. has extended to 8 on an 8-0 run? The cookies from Davidson just put 2 more on the board. Jazzy showing off the entire arsenal.
Klingen's ready to step out. Chauncey is, I'm gonna let you said blindside, so I'll go with that. Looks like he's ready to debut.
You know we love you, CB. We do love you. And he loves taking in a lot of basketball, always a great supporter of the next generation. McDowell, that was a tough finish through contact to put an end to the 10-0 run. So 4 minutes to play here. We've seen Team World end every quarter on a high note. They're going to have to go on one final run to keep things interesting in these final moments.
And it's really, do they have enough gas in the tank? Where the Team USA has been able to capitalize is getting the runouts. They've got 24 fast break points. They've gotten a lot of great passes up the floor. Only 11 fast break points for the world. So they've got to be able to get back and contest at the rim and not let Team USA get easy looks at the basket, especially off of their defense.
Betts back down. Step through for 2. Zassi got left in the dust.
Just excellent angling on that shot by Betts, who is also a what?
A stud.
What's my favorite player? What's my favorite?
A lefty?
Okay, there you go.
I got you. I got you.
Go on. The cobwebs.
Hey, listen, I'm getting there.
I haven't seen you in about 6 or 7 months.
I was going to say it was sunny when we were together last night.
True.
It's a little cloudy today, so it's cloudy upstairs too.
Clouds aren't doing it for me either.
Chavez in transition. Oh, she's going to pull. Everybody just holds their breath when that thing goes up. 3:15 to play. Shales thought about it. Risa Shea off 1. And Betts claims the rebound, approaching 3 minutes to play. USA shooting the ball 46% from the floor, the world at just 41. 3-point shooting's been the main difference. 10 made threes for the United States, just 4 for the world. Betts looking for an outlet. Swain comes to get it and then knocked out of her hands. is going to stay here.
I mentioned a moment ago how that's why listening to Chris Bosh just talk about all his experiences. I mean, these guys take pride in playing for the red, white, and blue, and are very fond of their experiences and their teammates, and they remember every moment of it.
Melo and Cayenne were going to every men's and women's United States game.
Yes.
Steal in the backcourt, just a lazy pass. Crump takes it away. Skinner, pump, one dribble pull. Weak side board tapped around. So 2.5 to play. The U.S. has outscored the world 15-8 in this fourth quarter. Hines just went right into traffic and had it blocked.
That time, Team USA had several players back ready to contest. You remember Team World was getting some easy looks at the rim? Not there.
Shovel, and it rolls out of bounds. A turnover. Change on cue. The 5 for the world. Chavez, Davidson, Johnson, Betts, and Crump, the 5 for the U.S. Approaching 2 minutes to play. Risachet. Drive, spin, hook it to the outside. Popovich thought about it.
Really good defense by Team USA on strong side.
Sumfei put it on the deck with 3 to shoot. Had it ripped, taken away by Johnson. Get it up. Davidson, right back. Johnson just lost it out of bounds.
But the United States has played excellent defense in the last couple of possessions. Getting back, getting the stops they need, just not able to capitalize on the other end there.
1:45 left. The world feels like they've got to score on this possession. Risachet is going to sit. Burek, who has not played a ton, will check in. Popovich breaks the pressure. Nice job going to the ball by Shales. Pull the midi, rolls home. 90 seconds to play in the third Women's Nike Hoop Summit. Betts face. Good defense by Sassi to get it out of her hands. Now Davidson will look to drive on Sassi. Hook it inside. Betts with the size and the deuce.
The game has felt very differently in the second half when Sienna Betts has been in the game. I mean, she has given them an option consistently on offense. She's been there to contest shots on the low block. She's been exceptional.
Burek with a bounce, give and go, knock away. Crump got the hand, and it's taken away by the United States. The 22nd turnover for Team World. They will bleed this clock down as long as they can as Chavez works on Popovich, had it knocked out of bounds. What a finish for USA after Team World just grabbed the momentum at the end of the second and third quarters. There was never going to be another run here in the fourth. The United States closing the door at a high level.
Yeah, there were a couple of spurts. Jazzy Davidson was very involved, got some runouts. The defense was definitely much better with Sienna Betts on the floor. Here she is again, just muscling up on the rebound. Those two players really stand out as kind of the fuel for this fire for Team USA here late in the game.
Betts 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 steals in 22 minutes. Remember, she didn't play a ton in the first half because of the early foul trouble. And the World did a good job of getting to the free throw line late in the second, at times in the third, but have barely gone to the charity stripe in this fourth quarter, as the United States has defended without fouling and forced a ton of turnovers. Get it in for Sumfei, likely the final possession for the World. Bounce it. Yetch has had a fantastic game. Trying to squeeze it in. Betts nearly took it away. Sumfei gets it back. Forced it up, no. Yetch with the offensive rebound and a travel.
Lost her balance.
Fitting, given the way that the United States ramped up the defensive pressure through this game, that a turnover would send it back to them. The 23rd Team World turnover here tonight. With the shot clock off, the United States will likely call off the dogs. Chavez will pound it out. And that's how this third annual Women's Nike Hoop Summit will come to a close. The United States 3-0 against Team World with a 90-78 victory.